Can hide them from here.
Hey!
This Monday.
Okay, so we've done first impressions, and we did it pretty much about the country, right? The place itself. But what about the people? First impressions.
Of the people?
Yes. Bada bing, bada boom.
That's a very difficult one to answer. My first impression is they are difficult to deal with.
In terms of...
When a Chinese has made his mind, why you not doing say, ain't na me no? Why you not doing ain't na no be?
Is that necessarily a bad thing?
It's not really a bad thing, but we live in a world where sometimes you need to compromise on some other things or be tolerant on other things to be able to live amicably. But sometimes it's just difficult to change their mind on these things, and it makes. No,
I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. Is it you talking about policies or individual?
No, I'm not talking about policies.
So
I'm
give me
talking
an
about,
example. Yeah.
I'm talking about individual people. For example, if a Chinese says that, I want to do this with you. Let's say we were traveling. You guys have discussed a traveling plan before you start the journey. But the moment you start the journey, there's no compromise. You guys will go straight to the traveling plan. There's no, straight to it.
Stick to it, yeah.
Yeah, stick to it. Never, we said we're going to do A, but things has happened, let's do B. No, still A.
Okay.
That's one thing I really, really.
Besides that, everything about them is cool.
Okay, so.
Are they friendly? They
are friendly.
Hospitable?
They are hospitable.
Okay.
Of course they are. But also, they are friendly, hospitable. But Chinese will never show you. Most people, I don't want to generalize. There are still some good people there. So I don't want to generalize. I've met quite good people. But most of the people that I've also met with, they don't show you they are...
Welcoming?
Not really welcome, but they don't... They smile at your face, but behind you, then they are saying some things about you.
That sounds exactly like Ghana.
Comments, yeah.
But I mean, until they need something from you, they are not really open and cordial with you like that.
Okay.
But when they need something from you, they are more open and cordial and things like that. I know human beings as human, we like to pretend and other things, but these people make it so glaring, like you can see it so real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any experience about what you're saying, or you have a different take on that?
I think, on the whole, I think Chinese...
I mean, these are personal opinions.
Yeah, personal.
Doesn't mean
yes, this is personal.
Every single being in China is like...
On the whole, and in general, I think they are friendly people in your face. And for the most part, in my experience in China, I feel like the cities are a bit more unfriendly than the smaller towns and villages. When you go to the villages or smaller towns or cities, I kind of feel the kind of feeling that I have when I'm in Ghana. It's like people are more cordial, people are more...
Don't you think that is because of the novelty? It's just because they've seen like a foreigner for the first time, right? So they want to make you feel welcome.
Are you talking about the countryside?
He's talking about the countryside.
I think they try to accord you all the respect and the
curiosity,
the courtesy that they are
and they're also curious.
But they are kind.
Exactly.
Kind, yeah.
Right.
They're really kind.
In the cities, you see that it's very different. No one has time for you, and everybody is about money. It's about
the hustle,
it's about hustle,
status and all that. So if you're not my level, I don't want to do anything with you. But
I mean, one of the not to cut you short, but
Don't cut him short.
sorry.
No worries.
One thing that I realize is that in the city side, one of my culture shock is when you approach them to ask them questions, then they start running away from you. They don't want to even stand to answer questions from you. This is the big cities, but if you go to a smaller town, they are more willing to.
And that's what I find weird. I always feel like the city should rather be...
Can we try to understand their mindset, though? Are they really running away from you, or it's just because you're a little bit... shy or worried they might not understand you because you're a foreigner, you're going to speak English and the English is not that good.
Probably.
Chinese tend to be that shy. They try to be, out of like, I don't know, fear of being,
Probably. Maybe.
They don't like to lose face.
exactly,
So, yeah.
fear of losing
They have
face.
that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably it could be.
Losing
It could be.
So
I
that's why I
think
always say it's like with Chinese, you really got to really
Be
I
here
don't know,
to understand.
Be here, like,
now I understand them.
Yeah.
Now I really
To
understand their culture, their mindset,
Yeah.
their way of life.
Yeah.
So now these things are normal, and I don't see anything wrong with it.
Because I did not even tell you guys about my first like culture. It's like how they call fat people, fat or even fat kids, right? 小胖子. And for them, it's
normal.
endearing, right?
Yeah.
It's not. It's endearing. It's cute.
Right.
But as when you call somebody fat, or it's like it's a bit of.
So
an
I had
insult.
an
So
argument
that's what I'm
with
saying, it's a
someone over
cultural
this.
thing. If you don't
Of
really
course.
understand it, yeah.
I had an argument with someone over this. I went to an office, and they described me to be fat. Of course, I know I'm a fat, but in our country we don't use the word fat.
Yeah.
Fat is like an insulting word. Yeah, plump. Maybe you can say chubby, cute. Yeah, something like sexy, something like that. Cool words. But they use the word pun, like you said, and I was so a little bit offended, and I was asking them, no, you can't call me fat. You can use any other word, but don't call me fat. And then the lady said, oh no, I don't mean you are fat. I mean you are cute. In their Chinese word, it means you are cute.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Like they call fat kids 小胖子.
Yeah, 小胖子,
For them,
yeah.
it's a cute way.
It's a cute word,
Something
yes.
like little pig, 小猪.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's not really an insult like, oh, you're a pig.
Like, of course, if you call me Xiao Zhu, I would be so angry. Why you call me a pig? Of course.
But it's a cultural difference. For them, it's just
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't know that, but now when I got to understand it, I'm okay with it.
Just like one of my friends in school, he was big. He was Ben. Whenever the people call him fat, I said, "No, I'm not fat. I'm big. Call me large."
extra large. Oh, any experiences like that we talked about the people? You said yours. You said it. Any experiences you want to share?
My shock was when I came in. I didn't know.
Oh, not the shock. Sorry, we're talking about people. How you feel? How do you see the people? How do they relate to you?
Okay,
Like she said, she thinks
kind of
they're a bit.
okay.
They're
I
a bit
get it.
more like.
It's kind of related because
They're a bit like what's the word again? They don't really show you their true self.
Yes,
right?
yes,
There's
yes.
a facade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a facade. Exactly.
Facade,
There's a
yeah.
facade.
my experience. I went to a countryside like the first 24 hours or something. I traveled and. I didn't understand the language. My cousin does, and they were so like smiling and wanted to take pictures. And I was like, Ghana, somebody,
Jackson.
yeah, man, I'm here, take picture. And after the picture, you hear certain comments. I didn't understand. My cousin did, and then he was like going after them. I was like, why is this guy so pissed? Somebody just smiled and took a picture with me. But then he explained.
That's what I was trying to
like,
talk about.
They were like,
Some even call you a ghost.
no, forget about the ghost one. They said, if it wasn't for my teeth, they would see me in the picture. Today I'm laughing about it, but that day I was like, man. And I went my Ghana way. I just gave them my fingers, and gave them some fingers. But my cousin was like, look, they don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like them seeing your dread up, like the locks you got, right?
Yeah.
They'll
They've
walk up
never
to you.
experienced
Yeah.
this kind of hair before, so they just get curious.
Yeah.
They start touching. Oh, is it natural?
Yeah.
Is it like
touch your skin?
So it's not
Those
necessarily.
things are actually
Yeah.
okay to be
Yeah.
curious about something. We are not. I'm not offended by the curiosity. I'm offended by the words they use to describe them. That's the problem.
Yeah, but being here for 8 years, do you still take the same offense?
Right now, I don't really care.
Okay, no, it's not because you don't care, but do you actually understand why they say that, or you just don't care?
Okay, so if it's coming from an elderly person, actually, I
reaction
don't
is
take offense to it. But if it's coming from a younger person, I expect them to know better.
Yeah.
Because we are living in a world, we call it woke now. So I think they should be a little bit know
there's
about
nothing
these
like
little
that.
things, aware of these little things. Yeah. Then I'll be a little bit offended. I'll take offense to it. But if it's coming from an elderly person, I see it to be okay. It's normal.
Sorry,
Yeah.
so let me add this. You see, the middle age, this is what, till date, I still fight people over it. I won't say fight, not fight, but verbal, because they think you don't understand the language. And they say mean things behind you. Especially when a lot of them come to you and you're being nice. Especially it's with their guys. Most of it comes from their guys.
Yeah.
And now I've kind of realized it's coming out of a place of jealousy. You understand? Yeah, but the fact that they smiling with you at the same time, what you're saying does not.
That's what I was trying to explain.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to explain. They smile with
they
you.
smile,
You might think
but-
that they are being
Yeah.
friendly to you, but then
the thing
behind
you're saying-
it,
and because
it's
and
sad.
the one thing I don't understand is they think you don't understand the language, and they think most foreigners don't understand the language, and that it surprises me a little bit.
Right.
I don't know.
I feel like we're talking about everything that happens back in our home country. Because
No,
if there is like an expat in Ghana, you would not expect them to be fluent in Chi. So usually we talk in Chi behind them. Hey, bro, wait, if you're motor for that to be, stuff like that. Right, but it doesn't mean you're not gonna. Of course, you're gonna be like, oh, welcome to Ghana, blah 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 blah. They're gonna feel hospital. I mean, but we say these kind of stuff behind their backs. But is that really like ill intent?
but the thing is, we are not so vocal about it.
We are.
Oh, we don't say it much aloud.
That in the
When you say aloud, what do you mean aloud?
I'm a guy. I know some things we say like.
Come on, the market.
I mean, we do say, but
No.
we're saying it.
No.
we're whispering it.
No. They do whisper too. When it comes to whispering, you give it to the Chinese because I grew up with the Chinese Lapo. Like they know how to whisper. But I do agree with you that we practically do the same.
We do this. I
We
think
do the
it's
same.
I think
It is
globally
just.
it's
I think it is the mentality. You just feel like.
I think
Probably they're living in
probably
a good
because I'm a
place.
foreigner, I'm feeling it.
Yes.
I'm experiencing
Yes.
it,
This
and
is
now
your first
I'm now
experience.
at the other end of it,
Yes.
so I'm actually
Yes.
experiencing.
Yes.
Probably, maybe,
Yes.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. All right, so talking about the people, right? Are you dating anybody now? Are you dating like a Chinese person now?
No, look at me. Don't look like I can date. I
What
can
do
date
you
a
look-
Chinese.
Yes, you look like it. Why not?
No, I can't. Chinese.
No, are we talking about like men in general or just Chinese? You cannot
Not Chinese.
date-
I'm not saying
Okay,
men.
why
Of
is that?
course.
Yeah, we're trying to understand.
I mean, Chinese men are usually timid, a little bit shy to approach an African girl, not a big one. So no.
But some do that. But if you go to channels and doing there, a lot of African girls dating Chinese men now.
These men have actually traveled to Africa.
No. Here in China.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know about them.
Okay.
And are they big like me?
Does it really matter being big or not?
Yes, because in Chinese beauty standard,
Okay.
I am not beautiful.
All right. So would you be
That's
open
the-
to
yeah,
that
that's-
if somebody approaches, like a Chinese guy approaches you? Would you be open to the concept of dating them, or it's a no-go area?
No, it's okay. I'm
All
open
right,
to
but
anything.
They just don't.
They don't.
So what would be your ideal Chinese man? Rich, that we get that
That's a
part.
very
Let's move
Those are rich you get about.
moving on from that.
That's a
I mean, clean.
Clean.
Yes, it should be clean. I don't want anybody with yellow teeth and stuff like that. You should, I'm sorry. You
Smoking?
Should be, yeah, I mean, you can smoke, but you should know how to clean up after smoking. It's very important. It's okay. So
It's hard. That
cleanliness.
one is hard because some are chain smokers. So if you have a chain smoker, it's hard to. They're gonna be brushing every 5 minutes.
You better figure a way out.
Oh, you have something.
one.
I mean, cleanliness should be
Two.
one of them. Two is
Appearance, so physical, like tall, bulky,
I don't really
muscled
care
up?
about that.
Okay.
It's not really my thing. Just cleanliness. And then I think the next one would be I want my guy to be open to, because different cultures should be open-minded. Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. All right, you?
Me,
Would you date a Chinese guy?
Would I date a Chinese guy?
Yeah.
How?
Just like she said, she wants somebody clean.
But she's already.
I'm married with a Chinese.
That's what you have to say.
But why should I date a Chinese guy?
I don't know. That's the question I'm asking. Because I said I'm asking everybody.
Would you
the same
date a
question.
Chinese guy?
Exactly. Thank you very much.
No, okay, I get where you're coming from.
From a
Like,
girl's perspective.
If I'm a girl.
Exactly.
No, why not?
What
I
did
mean,
you think I was trying to say?
I don't know. but listen, from a girl's point of view, for me, I don't do relationship with race. Race does not play a factor. As long as you like what
But you
I'm looking for
understand.
in a woman or in a man or whatever, what I'm looking for. So now I'm a woman, I'm looking for a man. Okay, he needs to be, but shouldn't wear glasses, shouldn't be short, and those things. Maybe that is what. Yeah, but what I mean is, as long as you're cool, you meet some of the things.
Shouldn't
I
wear
want.
glasses.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay.
Referring to that guy.
Yeah, he's just trying
So
to.
we say that I'm sure even the way.
So yeah, I don't mind.
Same here. I mean, the background I'm coming from, I don't think that allows me to think that way. I just think that people just should be with who they want to be with. I mean, I'm not the kind of person who discriminates against this person from here, from there. It's between the two people. And
Yeah, I
if
think like,
find
as
it-
long as the most important thing is you guys have the same values, and then you can communicate with each other. You are each other persons. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
The rest is
Exactly.
just nonsense.
There are so many. There's this Nigerian lady who I think she's Nigerian. She's married to a Chinese.
Yeah, with
They're
a
always
kid.
on
Yeah,
Twitter.
they're always
With
on
a
Twitter.
kid, with a little girl.
With a little girl.
Yes,
yeah. They don't-
yes.
No, but they don't care about whatever anybody says. The guy seems happy. They're all
Yeah, they're happy.
so-
What's your problem?
Yeah.
Me personally?
I mean, those people commenting about it, not you personally.
All right, so let's go to food.
Food?
Yeah, any
I
favorite
wanted a
foods?
little bit about
Oh
transportation.
yeah, sure. Go on.
Okay, we can go food because I think she mentioned she doing something about food. or
Nutritionist,
learning
yeah,
nutritionist.
yeah.
So you go food. Yeah, food.
In China?
Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite foods,
Chinese
foods you've tried that you thought
yeah.
were like super amazing, the ones that you thought were like people should not be eating this thing.
Okay, so every Chinese food is nice. I mean,
Every
not
Chinese
the awkward ones. There are some
Which
ones
which
are
one is the
awkward.
I'll call a few out.
those
So
I
people
mean-
coming cannot
Typical-
say
Name your
Bandit.
Example, I don't know the name of it, but it was a Nanjing delicacy. It's about an embryo of an egg that is becoming like a chick, but it hasn't fully developed into a
okay.
chick. That egg, I mean, come on.
Okay.
What was it? It's too awkward.
But have you tried the frog, the bullfrog?
I have eaten, I have tried it
was
before.
good. Yeah, me too.
It was
My
good.
favorite.
It wasn't
Like that?
bad.
I ate it without knowing, but when I was told, I thought it was chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Easily
Yeah.
to
So would that be your
mistaken it for
favorite?
chicken.
That's my favorite.
The
actually.
bullfrog.
Yeah, yeah. That's
You
my
too?
favorite, yeah.
No, it's not my favorite. I only ate it once, but I was told afterwards. But it tasted
Oh, you did not
good.
know before trying?
I didn't know before.
Okay.
No,
But even-
for
I
me,
knew it,
order.
and I knew mine. I think a couple of months ago I did it. I knew that it was
Yeah.
bullfrog, but we've heard so much about it. I wanted to try it to see what's
But
special
even
about
in Ghana,
it.
people eat frogs. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
something that is.
All right, worst food you ever saw or ever tasted. Is that the embryo one?
That's the food.
Okay. But you didn't tell us about the best one. Best you ever had.
I have so many best ones.
Okay, give us a couple.
Name.
People watching the if I go to China, we want to try this out.
Hotspot
Okay.
is one of the best, and then they have dumplings, jiaozi, right? I love it, and they have noodles with soup. Oh, I love it.
Oh boy. All right, cool. Favorite one.
I think I'll go for paigu. Paigu is like pork. It's like kind of like stir fried.
pork
Yeah, I
ribs,
know what you
right?
Stir
mean.
fry, yeah,
Ribs,
with
yeah.
with sweet vinegar, kind of. I know it's unhealthy, but that's kind of one of my favorites. They like you said, there are a lot of really delicious Chinese food. It's very flavorful.
Yeah, very.
So if you've lived maybe in the Western world and you live in China, you can see that the similarity between Chinese food and African food is very close.
Very close.
And we eat spicy food, they eat spicy as well. Actually, when you go to some other provinces and you taste the food,
Yeah.
it tastes like food from back home, like from Xinjiang, all these places. So Chinese food is actually really, and what they sell out there in Chinese restaurants around the world is not really authentic
Yeah, of course
Chinese.
it's not.
No,
always
no,
like
it's
that.
not.
It's always like
It's
that.
not.
You have to try.
Whenever
the-
you find like a different country, it's not gonna be as
Be as-
indigenous
no,
as
it's not.
it back in the homeland.
Right.
Any favorite food you want to share? We got hot pot, we got paigu, right? It's like pork ribs.
A lot, man. A lot. Let me
Let me just
think.
pick a couple out So when somebody comes to China, they be like, "Oh, I would want to try this."
The duck.
Yes.
Their favorite. That's pretty famous.
Yeah,
though.
the Beijing duck.
Beijing duck, Beijing cow, yeah.
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 Yes, Beijing cow. But it depends on where you buy it.
Right.
Yeah, it
Some
depends on-
too salty, some too dry.
Yeah.
But that's funny, right?
So-
Back home,
Yeah.
we kind of look down on dark meat.
Yeah.
So it's not something that people often.
People actually eat duck.
Some people do. Yeah, it's very,
How
very
do you
rare.
call duck in Ghana?
Double.
Doko doko.
That's good. That's what I wanted to hear. We got doko
It
doko,
be-
double double.
Doko doko.
Doko doko
Okay.
be Ghana.
Yeah, it began.
And then double double be.
Double. We call it double.
How can you develop with the name as double double? Anyway, so let's try.
But
We got
doko
we got
doko, yeah.
doko doko. It make a lot of sense.
Look at you.
When it comes to drink, Doko has another meaning. So
Look at that.
see how excited he is.
We ran out of time. Last question for everybody: If you would take anything from China back to Ghana, be an idea, or, something creative, food, and experience, what would you take back home with you to
Lifestyle.
share with the people?
Lifestyle.
Why?
I think Chinese don't really care. You can see a very rich man and his appearance and lifestyle is very, very simple.
Yeah.
Simple
You will
lifestyle.
not be able
He
to
gets
tell,
out
yeah.
of a Rolls Royce and he's wearing like slippers.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah.
Does it mean that people are not very judgmental?
When it comes to looks,
Yeah, because in Ghana, it
appearance,
feels like a lot of people
No.
really do care, right?
appearance-wise, we don't care. At workplace, during the whole winter, you can see Chinese wearing one jacket the whole winter.
Yeah.
And not
And then-
because
and
they
then-
cannot
and then-
afford to buy more.
And we, the foreigners, will even be gossiping about it. Why they wearing one same winter the whole winter? Like one same jacket thing like that. We'll be gossiping about it. But they don't care.
But that same person owns things you don't even
Exactly. They have some
That's what I'm saying,
expensive
that- not because
things.
they cannot
Yeah.
afford
It's
them.
not because they cannot afford them. They can't. Sometimes they even have them in their wardrobe, but they are not even wearing it.
have. Yeah, yeah.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. They don't really care about the appearance.
flashy ones
It
are very
makes
cheap.
life very simple, and it makes it difficult to differentiate the rich from the poor.
Yeah.
So you don't really feel crappy when you see people
Exactly.
like,
Exactly.
you look at yourself and you look at them,
And
right?
yeah,
So we all look
everything-
pretty much the
We
same.
are too flashy in back home. We are very flashy, but here life is just very.
Is it because of the mentality as people who actually have more dress up less or dress up with less? Because if you look at all of these big tech guys, right, Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, they all literally
Just wear t-shirts.
Steve Jobs, yeah, it's like t-shirts or polo necks and stuff. But
My-
in
I
Ghana, you
argue-
have to play the
No,
part. You have to look the part.
I have an uncle. Like he's very rich, right? But he
You mean Ghana rich?
Yes, Ghana rich.
Okay,
He's-
Ghana
I
level
don't
rich.
mean like
I get it.
he's rich in my eyes.
I get it.
He's
That's what I'm
rich.
trying to understand.
But he lived a very simple life, right? And I remember we, the family members, some of my aunties and other things were complaining about it. Like, why you have money? Why you not wearing proper things? Exactly. Exactly. I remember.
No, this is what I'm asking if Ghana rich. I did not mean to be condescending, but it's like I was just talking about Steve Jobs and all because sometimes also you kind of you have to look the part, right? If you go into certain circles,
It depends on where you're going. Of course.
But you see the thing you talk about the Chinese, yeah, that same person will be wearing that simple thing, but when you check the amount they bought it for, it is your salary.
Yeah. I think that's another thing. They like to buy one quality,
Yeah.
use it for a long time.
Yes.
But they are also the ones that wear like Kung Fu style. I saw Jack Ma
Yeah,
of course.
in videos wearing that old man.
whole minister, Chinese
That's what I'm
Confucius
saying.
minister.
That's
There
what I'm
was a
saying.
minister who-
Simplicity.
That's what I was asking about your uncle, right? Is he like Ghana level rich? Because how rich is he that people were kind of criticizing his dress up?
He was rich.
Ghana, when you say you're rich,
Rich, you're rich.
I mean, he was rich.
People like Kennedy Japan, right?
Yeah.
This guy is like rich. but
He's like the level of
he's pretty
Kennedy
simple.
Japan.
But Kennedy is very simple.
You know Sikkins?
Yeah,
yeah.
Sikkins, yeah.
Yes, I mean that kind of same level. He's not my uncle, but he and my uncle they play the same league.
Okay, right,
Oh, okay.
right.
Like that kind of level thing. But he was very simple, very simple.
Almost Alisa Hotel
Yeah.
too, right?
Yes. But
I
he
think
was
Steve
very.
Jobs or somebody said that it's like simplicity is the ultimate sophistication.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, Ajagreja in what's the name? Osibo Desirman, they will tell you combinations and calculation.
all right, so you said you're gonna take lifestyle back to Ghana. What would you take? One thing, not two.
I want to.
greedy.
Transportation.
Why do you always want to take the things I want you to take?
Transportation and walking streets.
Yeah.
I think this will.
Walkway,
You see
yeah.
Rollins Park, Makola area.
Yeah.
I would want it to be like a Nanjing Road
Yeah.
or a Times Square.
Yeah.
That would be my vision. That's one. Two, modes of transportation. I think China is like leading the world now.
Can you unpack that? What do you mean by transportation?
Man, if you,
Fast trains, wherever you go in China now, you don't even need to go by flight. You can go by fast train and get there just in the same amount of time. You have taxis available, you have
options are
rented
many.
bikes, you have electric bikes, you have buses, you have, so there's
All
just no
forms,
excuse.
all
the
forms of
options are many.
transportation.
So that's what you want to
Just
take back
make
to.
it, even if I can't have all that, just a public bus system that works.
Works correctly. That's enough.
That's all we need. In
Not a
general.
trotro.
I know he can't wait to chip in.
yeah, but I would take
A girlfriend. Okay.
The buildings, the girlfriend.
Commercial buildings or
I'm just guessing.
residential.
residential, the apartment style of building.
But we can't pound our fufu on the 3rd floor.
I have.
Oh, need
I,
fufu.
I told a friend this.
Need fufu.
You see, every community they have this big place like where they use it for security or whatever. Even in your community, you have it where they put cameras and all. You can the same way you
Oh,
can
the surveillance
build,
rooms, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
I know what
rooms.
to say,
It's
yeah.
quite big, so you can make room for every apartment to have their mini kitchen, as in just to pound fufu there for like in Ghana.
Maybe from the elevator close
Yes,
by.
close by.
No,
You have your, I'll say, cubicle in that kind of building where it is named. Yeah, you know, room. This is your place.
we
You
can always
look it up.
domesticate it.
You can always find a way,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but it just picture Accra, picture the big cities, yeah, all the regions, having this modern style of building, this apartment style, maybe up to the 10th floor. Let's say to the 10th floor, and then their hydro, like electricity, how they spread electricity and water, utility in general. These are the two things I'll take. Because
I
if we have
think
these two
it's
things,
true.
You just need like a
It
100
will
of
give
those.
us
The
a
whole of
larger, more
Longboys.
space.
Yeah.
Thank you.
To do other
farm,
things.
to do so
Yeah,
many things.
to create transport, good roads, and other things, other forms of
So
transport.
the road, imagine you having the road and what she talked about, and we are able to fix. Ghana would be a very beautiful, simple place to
I
live.
just think that I don't
I'm
think
trying my best not to cut anybody off because I don't want
Go
us to
on.
politicize the discussion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't say.
We're not talking about what's best for Ghana,
Yeah,
but just
yeah.
what you would think you would
Yeah,
take. there.
that is what I.
But if I can just come in, pardon me.
No, you
with
can't.
this one, I think even our compound house idea,
Yeah.
it's not bad. It's just the way we have executed it over the years. You can still have the same without instead of having the story building, you can still have the same compound house system, but built in a certain way that people don't feel that they're in a compound house. We still accommodate many families within a small space.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I don't want us to go into like, you know, we sound
for
like,
example,
you
in
know,
this community, that
we're trying to
the houses have
politicize
been
our
built.
discussion right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't want to.
No, it is just our person.
For
You asked
Ghana,
us,
yeah.
well, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. What you want to take to
but
Ghana.
you asked me my things I want to carry, and then you
No, not carry. You cannot carry that apartment to Ghana. No, I meant things that you wish you could take there, right? It could
Yeah,
be
I wish I could
knowledge.
take it. If I want to take, do I put it on my bag or put it on my head?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Lifestyle makes sense. You said transportation, right? The mode of transportation makes sense.
And
you said a girlfriend. All right. Now, if you ask me, I would be like the mindset. Because it got them where they are right now. These guys have been under like occupation from different countries, right? They've been invaded multiple times, and every single time they bounce back. Because I feel like they really identify with who they are. They're not trying to pretend to be somebody else.
No,
they're not
they
trying
are
to
not.
pretend to be westernized or whatnot.
Yeah.
They do things the Chinese way. Everything, literally everything they do.
Can I add something?
Even if it's copied from the West, you can still find traces of Chinese elements in them.
Can I
So
add
feel like-
something? Education. It is not the one you talked about. You see, they have this way of teaching. Is it going back telling their story? This is what happened to us. Don't forget about it, but use that as a tool so that people will not take advantage of you again.
I think we are also
You who?
taught. I learned about social studies. I don't know.
About who?
I don't know
Who
now.
did you learn about?
No, I don't know now.
That's
the
a good
education
example
system.
About whom?
About who? Who did you learn about?
Hold on. I don't know how now the education system is like, but I remember when I was in primary school, junior high, I learned in social studies. Yes. So is it Fabregas or whatever, the 19 something cool, whatever. We learn about all these things. We were taught about them. We knew what happened in our history. So I don't think it's because of that. I'm thinking that these people have also taught their people to also be patriotic.
Yeah, that generates
Me knowing my
patriotism.
history doesn't automatically makes me
you
patriotic.
Yeah,
No,
you're right,
no,
one.
that's why I said the way you teach it. Listen,
How do they teach it?
go to their schools. Look at what they do. Even in their movies. Look at the way.
Do you know that they
portray-
have a course called the CCPP, whatever? Do you know that even in the university, do you know that they have to, they have a course where they teach about the country's, how do we call it? Political
political,
system.
I
yes.
feel like we're politicizing the conversation.
No, we are not
right now.
politicizing
No,
it.
no, no.
I'm just trying
No,
to.
yeah.
I'm trying to debunk his idea.
No, I'm also, and I'll give you the reason why I'm saying what you talked about.
What do you mean education?
I can challenge you on it because you're talking about somebody who came to rule you, like enslaved you. You talk about mention the name again.
Fabregas.
Do you know everything about him and do you know what they did? But these people, when they're talking about the Japanese war between them, they go, this is what happened. The Japanese did this, and this, and this, and this.
Have you also realized that the Chinese have a long history?
No.
They are one of the ancient civilizations.
Loving the civilization.
No.
Yes.
No, hold on. You're changing it. I'm not saying they don't have it. It is onto you. It happened to him or me. This is how I want to tell my kid. This is what happened between me and you. It doesn't mean the fight I have with you, I should also talk about it. You can also teach your people.
Agokoli.
That is
I know
King
about
Agokoli, yeah.
I know about him. How he brought the Ewe people to Ghana. I know about it. I know the journey of the Asante people into Ghana. I know about all this.
Mali
I was
and
taught in
Sangara
school.
Supposed to be a discussion on
no.
No, for just wrap up.
Just wrap up. But this one we can continue.
I want to debunk this.
yeah,
We'll
thing.
discuss this later.
No. You don't debunk. It wouldn't. You will never win.
Also, I think, like I said, about the mindset.
Yeah.
And we talk about patriotism, and what were you talking about how it's been indoctrinated into them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both of you are right. I don't even know why we're arguing, but I feel like at the end of the day, if you want to be patriotic, or what is patriotism really, or what does it really look like? If your government comes up with policies and rules and stuff that makes the people prosper, people feel safe, right? People have good health care. Naturally, people become patriotic. I feel like naturally, right? If you don't need to travel to a different country to succeed, why wouldn't you be patriotic? Why wouldn't you love your country? But if your country is going downhill, nothing is working, the system is broken down, how do you get to be patriotic?
But Akufo-Addo says,
You know what I mean?
You should trust him. So
Yeah, but that's all lip service. We've been having that lip service for. So that's what
I
I'm saying.
agree with
I
you.
feel like the locals now will be singing a different song if they were not where they are right now. All right, so we had a Lady Brina here. Hopefully we get it back on some other time. There's a lot we want to discuss, but it's like time will not permit us. We crunch for time, and she's
What do you
making a lot of
mean,
money
Mika?
working for this super, top tier company, so we gotta let it go. So the next episode, DLS, subscribe. We got more coming your
You
way.
guys are gonna make my family
Peace out.
members.
They will come for you. Hey, you
Sabrina, hey,
video.
money make a pan and we come back. So.
So
You guys keep going
Ukwana.
with your